All right. These are dark times we're living in if you consider yourself a teacher. And the reason I say that is because at the time, we're meeting here, there's an assault on public education, but in reality that assault is not just on public education, it's on teachers. We've got people telling us that we can be valued, we can be measured by how our students perform on tests. And it's probably, I think everybody can agree here, it's probably one of the most ridiculous things we can think of when we say that what our students do on one given day represents what we do in an entire lifetime. What we do can't be measured. And the reason I say that is because I've had kids come up to me after they've already graduated high school and say, thank you. Thank you for what you did for me. Thank you for saying what you said to me. Thank you for being there for me. Now that can't be measured because there's nothing quantifiable about happiness. You can't quantify happiness. So we have got to change the narrative. We've got to change the story that they're telling right now. And the first step to that is what we're doing today. We're standing here with each other in solidarity saying that the Department of Education should not be deciding for us what they are deciding for us. As far as I'm concerned, money and education only belongs in the same sentence when you say you're giving us more money. As far as Pearson and the profiteers who are taking advantage of our students and our teaching population, I think we all know, we can agree that they are a scam. And it's sad to say that we live in a society that values this amount of money. I mean, how many billions has Pearson made already off of our backs with all the testing that we go through as teachers, and then on top of that, the testing that our students endure. So, what does that mean for us as teachers? It means we gotta start fighting back. And I think the Badass Teachers has become a home for a lot of us. And it's become a home for a lot of us because we have felt alone for so long. We felt lost in the dark just like, I did. I spent many a night wondering, what am I doing? How much longer can I endure what it is that I'm enduring? How much longer can I sit by and watch my students demeaned and belittled day after day, test after test, only to find out that they consider themselves failures after seeing their names on data walls? This has to stop. And it starts with us saying that enough is enough, and we start taking back our schools. And we do that by banding together and telling other teachers, I know you're afraid. I know it's hard right now, but we have got to stand up because at the end of the day, we're the front line of defense, not only for ourselves and for our colleagues, but for the students that stand before us, and we need to protect them. Doctors take a Hippocratic oath, and it says they will do no harm to any of their patients, and we need to take an Educratic oath. And we need to say we will do no harm to the students in front of us. It was a pleasure for me to start speaking out, and I say that because the more I thought about it, the more it made sense to me. I'm untenured, I have no professional status. So who better to lead the charge in my area than somebody like me, somebody who can say to the other teachers who have tenure, who have professional status, hey guys, join me. I'm afraid too, but you know what? We've got to start doing what we've got to start doing to protect the kids. We are a nation of a democracy. And if we're going to preserve that democracy, we need to start by preserving public education. And the future I see right now is one where they're trying to create one without American public education, which is the cornerstone of the great democracy that we live in. So, what we need to fight, and we need to fight to preserve the democracy and to make public education accessible to all students. Not just the affluent, but the ones who live in the urban areas, the ones who live in the impoverished areas. We need to give them art, we need to give them music, gym, cooking, home ec, everything else that I grew up with, that my friends grew up with, and not just testing. So I stand before you here today to say that myself, along with the bats and along with taking it back, that we're not taking it anymore. And we're taking our schools back. Public education in public hands. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys. You were inspired.